name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Makeup Monday for this week. Today I'm going to play with a stamp set that's in the mini catalogue, but it is carrying over into the new annual catalogue, and that's called Happy Hedgehogs. It comes with a matching punch, coordinating punch, so that's always nice. I really like a nice punch and stamp bundle. It's really good in classes. It's easy in classes. Now at the moment in the mini catalogue, so you'll get 20% off the bundle, but when it carries over into the annual catalogue, it's not bundled together, so you'll have to pay for the stamp set and the punch separately, and you won't get 10% off. So I just thought I'd let you know that before the mini catalogue runs out, and it doesn't run out until the 30th of June. So in the mini catalogue it's a bundle, in the annual catalogue it's not bundled together. So I'm also going to be using the layering circle dies. These are fantastic dies to have in your craft stash. I use them all the time, so they're a great investment in your craft supplies. So we're going to do a twisted easel card. It's a fancy fold card. I've been doing a run of fancy fold cards the last few weeks. It's quite a simple one, really simple, and I've got the measurements for you, so you can work that out, and make your own as well. So I shall put my phone up into the holder and we'll get started. Okay, so I'll just make sure that's all in view. Yes, that looks good. This is my host code for April if you're wanting to place an online order with me, so please use that. Or if you go from my blog, stampingpassion.blogspot.com, and you click on the April host code or the shop online with me, it'll automatically attach that host code to your order. So don't forget, we still have the last chance products list available. A lot of things have sold out, but there's still quite a lot available. So once you go to the online store, it'll tell you what is showing is what's left. So this is the Happy Hedgehogs bundle in the mini catalogue. Really cute. It's $56.50 as the bundle. So you get the punch and the stamp set together. So that's the punch. It's the stamp set. It's photopolymer. It's in this catalogue until the end of June. But when this catalogue runs out, it's in the annual catalogue, but they are separate. You can't buy them bundled together. So if you like this set, then you should get it whilst in the mini catalogue, because you're saving 10%, and you're also saving a few dollars on the punch because the punch is going up in the annual catalogue. So that's what we're playing with today. I don't have a lot of kids type stamp sets, so I thought this one was really cute and I'd get it. So this is our card today. So it's a 5.5 inch square. So I've done it in inches because it just worked easier in inches. And it pops up and twists and sits like that. So it's called a twisted easel card. But it lays flat and goes in a 6x6 envelope. We don't sell 6x6 envelopes, but you can buy them from other places. And it'll go in a 6x6 envelope and you can post it. So it does lay flat. So that's what we're going to be making today. With this card, I've used Cinnamon Cider, which is a retiring in colour, and the hand-penned DSP, which is retiring. I'm trying to use up some of my DSP designer series papers before they all retire. I've also used the iridescent, the silver and clear epoxy essentials. These ones look like raindrops, so I thought they were quite cute. And the brush brass butterfly is carrying over. They're carrying over, but I just popped one down there because we had a butterfly on our design. So I shall pop that there. And let me get all my bits and pieces and I can tell you. So I've got 4 scalloped circles from the layering circle dies, and I've just chosen the sizes that I wanted that would work with my image and with my sentiment. So if you're doing that, you just choose what works with what you're stamping with. We've got a piece of A4 card stock cut at 5.5 inches down and then cut at 11 inches in length. I've scored it at 5.5 inches, and I've also scored it from the crease up to the point on one of the panels. Okay, so that gives you your easel. So let's fold that, and then this one's going to come back in on itself, and that gives you your easel. Okay, so it's 5.5 inches by 11, scored at 5.5 inches, and then scored diagonally in half on one of the panels. We then have two 5.25 inches. This one's, I'm still using the hand pen paper, but I'm using different colors. Like I've done different colors for it. So this is 5.25 inch square. So you need two of those, and one of those will be, where's my paper trim? There it is. Whoops. One of them will be cut in half diagonally. So we'll do that. So it's 5.25 inch square, cut in half diagonally. And then you'll have two pieces of designer series paper, 5 inches by 5 inches. And one of those we're going to cut in half diagonally, because we're going to use this side on our easel. So as I said, I'm just trying to use up some of my designer series paper before it all retires. So that's it. So you have two squares of DSP 5 inches by 5 inches, and one of those is cut in half diagonally. You have two squares of 5.25 by 5.25 of cardstock for layering, and one of those is cut in half diagonally, and your card base is 5.5 by 11 inches, scored at 5.5 inches, and scored again diagonally on one of the panels. Okay, so let's get our matting done. I'll just make sure everything's in view and we're recording. Yep, it's counting. I want to get to the end and find I hadn't hit the record button. So I'm just going to put some Tombow glue on the back of this piece of designer series paper. I got my pre-order on Thursday, I think it was. Yes, Thursday. When I got home from work, my pre-order was sitting on the front porch, which was lovely. Love getting a pre-order of all the new stuff that's coming in the annual catalogue. So this, if you wanted to do both sides, you know, I'm just mixing it up and changing it with reversing the designer series paper. Because as we know, the designer series paper is so nice on both sides, so you might as well showcase both sides of the paper. So I've got a lovely stash of new products to start playing with. I've run out of tissues. I need to get another tissue box for my spurting glue. You might have seen yesterday I was playing with some of the new in colors. If you get the new in color ink pads, they are very, very juicy, so it might be wise to I might show you another day how to squish some of the ink out of them. Anyway, I was trying to put labels onto my new in color ink pads, and sweet sorbet flew out of my hands and hit me square in the chest on my blouse and my top. That's never happened before, so that was a bit of a funny experience. Anyway, I managed to wash it and get it all out. So now we're just going to, we've got all our pieces matted. We're just going to attach them to our card. So just be careful. I don't know how it jumped out of my hand so quickly, but it did. I put a photo of it up on my Facebook page, business page. Now, so you know which pieces to put on where, I close my card up. I think that's the easiest thing to do, because otherwise you might put them in here. You could decorate that side as well, but I see no reason to decorate that side. It doesn't really get seen, so I didn't bother. So we've had a nice weekend. The sun has shone. We have had some rain, but the sun has shone, which is a very big bonus. Here on the coast of New South Wales, we have had so much rain. We have had a year's worth of rain in 3 months. So we have had a lot of rain. But we haven't flooded like the north coast has. But we have, everything's very, very waterlogged. Okay, so I can put my glue away because that's our card decorated pretty much. See, what will happen now is I'll stamp a sentiment on that and we'll pop that up on dimensionals, and that's what stops it from flapping back down. And oops, and I'm going to stamp my little bits and pieces on my other circle. So let's put that there, and let's get our, I don't actually use the punch. The punch cuts this one out, I think. Oh, maybe not. Let me look. I didn't really look close enough. Yes, because that's going to be stamped that way, whereas this one's going to be stamped this way. So he only cuts this one out, and he cuts a back out as well. So he's slightly bigger, but I wanted one going the other way, so I'm not actually using my punch for this card, but that's okay. Now I'll put my greeting back here. So I'm just going to put my little hedgehog on my block, and I'll get my piercing mat. So I'm using black memento. I'm going to just have a little practice on some scrap paper. Yep, that looks pretty good. I just don't want him to be too inky. So I'm just gonna pop him down here. I hope my head's not coming in. Pop him down here. Cute. He's such a cute little thing. So I can pop him over here. And then I've got this little teeny butterfly. I don't think the mushroom would fit. No. And the bird's not going the right way. He'd be going the wrong way as well. So the little butterfly is what we're going to use. And once again, I'm just going to practice on my scrap. Yep. I'm just making sure my ink pad's not too juicy, and so, and I like the greeting I've used, because I've used finding a friend is the best discovery of all. So it's like he's found his friend with the butterfly. I like that. So I'll pop that back. Now I'm going to get the little tiny bit of grass. You've got a little bit of, where is the grass? There, the grass. It's quite a nice little set. It's got a little mushroom, and it's got this little bush or tree with flowers and a little bird. It's quite a beautiful little set. Now I shall put cinnamon cider away because I'm not going to use that ink on this card. And I shall get Highland Heather out because that's the colour of the cardstock we used. So I'm just going to use a little bit of garden green on to make our grass. I'll put my grass on straight, that always helps. Just break this down there. I've got him lower on this one, but that's okay. That's cute. So then I've just coloured, I've coloured him in with blends. So I'll put that away. So the blends I've used are light and dark crumb cake and dark petal pink and dark calypso coral. So we'll do the little hedgehog first. This one's light. So this, it's not, no, I want dark, silly. There's not a lot of colouring in really. So we're just going to do a little bit down here like so. And his little feet. And then the light, I'm thinking I'm needing a new light crumb cake. It's getting a bit, this end is getting a bit dodgy. dodgy. He's got a cute little face, little smiley face. Reminds me of my dog. And then the dark crumb cake for up here. And it tends to take on a darker look because of all the black stamping, the spikes. So once you put the dark crumb cake on, it does look quite dark. So I'm not really doing any blending for this. So I chose the catalogue selector to send out my catalogues this time. So you should be receiving your catalogue. If you've bought with me in the last 12 months, you should be receiving your catalogue. Actually, I think I might go over that with, make his little ears a bit darker. Yeah, you should receive a catalogue from me, or from Stamping Up. The other reason why I went with the catalogue selector was because they the catalogues come in plastic, so if it is raining, it's not going to rain and damage your catalogue, won't get damaged. That's what I'm trying to say. Whereas if I mailed them out, I'd be mailing them out in a paper envelope, and I don't think that would go too well with all the rain. So this is simple. And I didn't do this on my other one, but I might just put a little bit of light crumb cake here. How cute's that? So I can get rid of my piercing mat. Then I just got my blending brushes, and I didn't even ink them at all. I just went over with whatever ink was on there at the time, and I did that one, and now I'm just doing this one. So I haven't re-inked at all. So I'm just giving a bit of greenery, and then I'll put a bit of blue up the top for the sky. I might need to reload my blue one a bit. Oh no, I'm getting some. Just have to push a bit harder. I think the last blue I used was Night of Navy, so I shouldn't have to reload because that's quite dark. There we go. That's cute. And then with my snail, my Amagama snail, I just laid it onto my other circle. I'll make sure that's up high. So cute. And I got my epoxy drops. So these are the clear ones, these are the silver ones. Maybe we'll put silver on this one. Yeah, why not? I was going to say, will that matter if there's a gold butterfly, but I don't think so. So these are like little raindrops. I quite like them. Let me just make sure that goes there. I'll put one down here. It's like they've met out in a shower of rain, which is so applicable for for all the rain we've had lately. Okay, so whoops, he's gonna go sort of like halfway there, because then when he's shut, he's lying flat. But then when you put him up, you look at the card sort of like at an angle. But when you close him, that's the right way. I quite like both colours. They're both nice. But let's get this, and I'm going to stamp the same sentiment because I really like it. And I shall do this one in Highland Heather because that's the cardstock we've used. I better get my little mat back down for photopolymer. Yes, like that. So once again, I'm just using my contraband snail that works for me so well. And I shall get a couple of dimensionals. I think I put 3 on. I didn't bother with ribbon. I didn't think this needed ribbon. It's sort of got enough happening. So when you pull this off, this is when you work out where you want to place it, so your easel. So we won't have that on yet, but we're just trying to work out where to place it and make sure I put it up the right way. That's always a good thing to do. And I put it at an angle. I put it sort of angled from the corner, and it depends on how upright you want it to stand. If you want it just to be like that, you can. So this is going, because it's up on the dimensionals, this is like a stopper. So I'm going to put it about there. That makes me happy. And then I'm just going to put my finger here, and then you see I only put snail or glue on half of that, and then he lies down flat. And I haven't got him quite straight, have I? Let me just fix that up. Careful, careful, careful. That's better. So when he lies flat, is he straight now? Oh, he's a little bit. Let me look. No, he's still not straight. Maybe he's walking up a hill. I'm going to put some more on. There we go. I think that's right now. I don't like things that aren't straight. There we go. And then that's the stopper. So even though I've got silver drops up here, I'm still going to put a little butterfly on the sentiment because I really like that. There we go. Now I haven't put a panel for where you could write on this card, but you could write, you could put a white panel in here and you could write there, or you could write on the back, put a white panel on the back and write on the back. But that could do a ribbon if you wanted to, but I don't think I want to, because when it's lying flat it looks like it needs a ribbon, but when you put it up I don't think it does, so I don't think it needs a ribbon. So that is my Happy Hedgehog card. It's called a Twisted Easel card. So it's a bit of fun and not really that difficult to make, as you could see. And you have the measurements. I gave you the measurements. Very cute indeed. And the different papers look lovely too. They both look lovely, just different papers. So it's a great way to use up your designer series paper. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it for you. And I probably won't do my Facebook Live this coming Friday because it's Good Friday, it's Easter. I'll have a break from that, but I will do my Makeup Monday next week. So I'll see you next week for my Makeup Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.